What's up, guys? Welcome back to the shit show. Alright, so believe it or not, well, some of you probably already noticed based on the video title below, but I have yet another Antifa video for you guys. I know, a lot of you at this point are probably getting pretty sick and tired of the Antifa videos, and to be honest with you guys, I am too a little bit, but what can I say, man? Antifa seems to be like the hot topic of the day here in America, at least politics-wise. And every time I log on to X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, there's so much Antifa-related content right on my timeline that's just so juicy, it's very tough not to want to comment on and make a video about it. Because it's just so absolutely insane that I just have a hard time wrapping my head around it, and I guess it's kind of like a form of therapy for me to just make a video about it so I can get it out of my system. Anyways, with that said, I'm going to take a wild guess and assume at this point, at least for those of you that have been watching my channel for a while now, you're probably well aware of the fact that Antifa is not just an idea, as Joe Biden once famously said.
Antifa's an idea.
But more so, exactly what they were designated, like a day or two ago? A foreign terrorist organization, with extra emphasis on the terrorist organization part, because that is exactly what they are. And it's absolutely mind-blowing to me that the liberal media here in America has been running cover for them for the last, 10 years or so? Mainstream media and a former president here in America running cover for what now has been designated a terrorist organization is just... I don't even know what to say, man. I mean, that sentence kind of speaks for itself, but still, just saying it out loud is tough to process, to put it mildly. Anywho, on one hand, as infuriating and downright puzzling as it is to know that American media is still somehow making excuses for and running cover for a bunch of domestic terrorists, on the other hand, it is nice to see that some Democrats, or shall I say former Democrats, are finally waking up and realizing just how insane some people on the left are, especially the far left Antifa types. And on that note, the following video that I'm about to show you guys is a former Democrat who tells a short little story of moving to Portland while she was still a Democrat, and ironically, it was actually Portland that helped her wake up and realize just how batshit crazy the far left Antifa types are. So with that said, here's what she has to say.
So I was a Democrat for over a decade, and then when I moved to Portland, people like this, actually what woke me up was they started saying that there was this white supremacist, right? He's this white supremacist. I look him up, and he's a gay Asian guy. His name's Andy No. And they were mad because they were committing crimes, and he was filming them. And that's about the time I started asking what the f*** I was doing hanging out with people on the far left. Now, I was a vegan for many years afterwards. I participated in many environmental, many vegan activists, all kinds of protests across the nation for many more years after I left the left. But this sort of radicalization on the left is the reason why Donald Trump won the election this past year. I know it, you know it, and I think that they know it. That's why they act this way, and that's why they hide their faces. They themselves cannot even stomach being tied to their own views. That's why they act this way. I've been here for less than 2 hours, and I have witnessed so much childish behavior from these people. It is nothing but juvenile, toddler outlash. It's all it is. I mean, they're just here to throw a fucking fit.
Well said. I'd say she was pretty spot on with basically everything. And in reference to the last part of that video clip, where she said something about juvenile toddler outlash coming from these Antifa types pretty much 24/7, I think she was talking about stuff like this.
Get him! No! Get him! Let's get him. Let's chase her out. Chase her out. Chase her out. I think it's time for you. Yeah, you ugly little pretty.
Because your dad didn't love you, you weren't his special girl, is that what it was? Or were you too much of his special little girl? Is that why you have the girl talking to
I don't know.
Let the people know what's going on. Oh man, this is bad news. This is bad news.
You're not in Texas anymore, G.I. Your country has abandoned you.
Look, you got people in cars, man.
Oh boy. That's Portland and Antifa for you, I suppose. Gotta be honest with you guys though, while I was watching that video clip, I kinda feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. It's just crazy to me to know that that kind of insanity is actually happening here in America in the present day. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around that, but Portland's a wild place. Anyways, one more video clip for you guys and then I'll wrap this one up. But the next clip I want to show you guys is another former Democrat, a black dude, who says at age 40, he might actually be conservative after witnessing leftist reactions to, shall we say, current events here in America, specifically the Charlie Kirk assassination. Anywho, here's what he has to say.
Man, I'm starting to realize at the big age of 40, I just may be conservative. Hear me out. So after hearing all the hate and all the negativity from this Charlie Kirk death coming from the liberal side, man, that just doesn't align with my belief system. It just don't. I cannot put myself in the category of people that have that much hate in their heart. Like, it's absolutely insane. And man, just like a lot of black people, we grew up voting straight Democrat because that's what our parents told us to do. That's what somebody else told us to do. But as I'm older now and I read the Bible for myself and I'm listening to both sides, I'm like, man, I cannot align myself or call myself a liberal or be on the left side of things when everything that I read from the Bible is showing me to be more conservative. Like, as a believer in Christ, we are supposed to follow Jesus. I mean, Jesus would not be a liberal. I'm sorry, he just won't. And I'm sorry if this offends anybody. Hey man, that's on you. Read the Bible, man. Like, what side really aligns with conservative or liberal? Like, what side? I don't know, man. It's a lot of division going on right now. It's a lot of hate. I'm not for it, man. I'm not for politics at all, but dang, it's just sad to see all what's going on in the day. But y'all be blessed, man. Remember, love first, put Jesus first. Read the Bible, man. See what the Bible say about things before you make a decision about anything or claiming a side. So, y'all have a good one. Be blessed.
Once again, well said, and major props for having the balls to speak up. I know it's, for a lot of people, not easy to stand up to the mob, especially if you typically run around in, I guess you could say, like more liberal circles. But I personally think it's incredibly important for people to actually have the balls to speak up, especially now with all the, like that guy was saying, hate, violence, and just general insanity going on related to politics here in America. And ironically, I was just like that dude. I had zero interest in politics whatsoever for the vast majority of my life. It wasn't until, I think around, I don't even know, before 2020, but somewhere around there when I started paying a little more attention and started really noticing things. But it was 2020 during the COVID insanity that really woke me up and kind of forced me to start paying more attention to things. So anyways, I just wanted to show those two clips because, like I just said, I think it's very important for people to speak up, especially about the reactions to the Charlie Kirk assassination. If that didn't wake people up to how insane some of these people on the left are and how violent and how hateful they are, then I honestly don't know what will at this point. Anyways, that's all I got to say for this one. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and stay safe out there, guys. Peace out.
Take a shot, you've got everything you'll ever need. You fought, you're not gonna let up on the speed. Those knots that got you are only make-believe. Those